I'm going to show you guys how to do these cherry glazed nails for fall time. The design to create this effect is actually very, very easy and beginner friendly, so let's get started. I just recently bought a new nail drill, and this one is also by Melody Susie, like my old one. I dropped my last nail drill and it snapped right here, and this was like stuck in there and I couldn't get it out, and I guess it was time for a little upgrade. I'm trying out this new nail bit to remove my polish, and it's actually pretty good. I'm just gonna go along all of my nails and remove all of the polish, and of course having my nail dust collector on right under so then it catches all the dust and it's not flying in the air. And I'm also wearing a face mask when I'm doing this so I'm not breathing any of it in. My nails are all filed. I'm currently growing out my nails. There are a lot of questions on why I don't just cut my nails off when I do gel extensions. For one, I want to grow out my nails and try and get them as long as the gel extensions that I do, so then I can just paint my natural nails. When I have length on my nails, my gel extensions last so much longer than if my nails were shorter. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. The gel extension is going on and sticking to way more and isn't just like bending right here, and it just has more structure. First, going in with our cuticle remover. I let that sit there for like 15 seconds to soften everything up on the nail plate and my cuticle. To remove my last set, I just filed off all of the old polish, but I still left a little layer of gel. It's a very thin protective layer so that my nails don't snap off like while I'm doing all this, because my natural nails are pretty thin. My favorite gel extensions to go in with are the 𝙬 Natural Round Medium. The very first step before we put anything on our nails is to size up the gel extensions to our nails. If there's one where it's kind of like an in-between size, you want to go for the one that's a little bit bigger, because you can just take a file and go along the sides of the gel extension to fit your natural nail. But if you go in with gel extensions that are a little bit too small, that can lead to your nails popping off. You can just pinch and make your fingers like really sore for the next few days. So I set aside all of my gel extensions over here, taking some primer and applying that to the inside of the gel extension where your nail goes. You can get a file in there, you can use a sanding band with your nail drill, but this is the quickest. For me, it is just like the most efficient way of doing it. They're kind of all the same thing. You kind of want to like scrape your brush to kind of like melt that first layer of the inside of the gel extension. And you're gonna feel it, it gets kind of sticky, and this just helps your nails last so much longer. All of our gel extensions are prepped. First step is nail prep, and we're going to be going in with nail dehydrator. You can just take alcohol wipes or alcohol on a little cotton pad and use that as dehydrator, but I know a lot of people like to buy these. They're kind of all the same exact thing. It's pretty much all just alcohol if I'm being completely honest, but you really just want to dry out the nail plate if there's any oil from products, or literally just like your natural oils from your skin. If there's any oil, then it gets in the way of the adhesion process. It will make your nails pop off really quick, especially over here. It'll make them lift. I'm actually all out of my alcohol pads right now, and that's what I've been going in with recently, but sometimes I like to go in with my dehydrator. And then taking our primer, applying a very thin layer of that. Before you apply these products, if your nails are shiny, I would definitely suggest to remove the shine with a little buffer like this or a little buffing block, because applying polish, if you're just like painting your normal nails or gel extensions or whatever it may be, when you apply it to shiny nails, it has nothing to grip to. So if you buff away the shine, it gives your nails a little bit of texture. It really helps them stick on your nails for way longer. But I just like e-filed all of the gel polish and stuff off, so mine were already rough enough and didn't really have any shine. So I kind of skipped that step today. Now we're gonna do a thin layer of gel on all of our nails. I'm taking the Beetles one today. I know it says nail glue on it, but it's just like the gel for gel extensions. I don't really know why they named it that because I feel like it can confuse a lot of people. Before I cure, I take a little bit of acetone and clean up any edges that may have some gel that bled over onto the skin. Then curing that for 60 seconds. Setting up my flash cure light, taking the same gel that we just did a layer of, and painting a layer of gel on the inside of the gel extension. And how much to add is kind of different per person. It depends on how long your nails are, it depends on the shapes of your nails. After a while, you kind of figure out how much you need, and then you scrape off a bigger glob on the edge. Instead of applying it like in the cuticle, I go a little bit above. Holding that in place, it takes about like 10 seconds, and that is what it should look like. In the beginning, this can seem like the really tedious struggle. Trust me when I say that this becomes the easiest part of doing your nails, and this doesn't even take me like 3 minutes to do all of them. And then curing my whole hand again in a big UV lamp for 60 seconds to really make sure that they are cured. And this step is very mandatory. You can't do Gel-X nails just with the flash cure light because your nails will not be fully cured, and then it can lead to getting a gel allergic reaction. So my left hand is done, and I haven't even started on my right hand because if I were to apply primer to both of my hands and then the gel on both of my hands, there's going to be a sticky layer on this hand and it just gets hairs on it and it's just really annoying. So I do my hands separately, so I'm going to do everything I just showed you guys to this hand now. Now I'm going to remove the shine from all of the gel extensions with a sanding band, and when I do this I go on like the lowest setting that the drill can go. I don't want to file down the gel extension, I just want to remove all of the shine. You can do this with a file as well, but it is just so much quicker with an e-file. I'm also going to take my e-file and go along the edge of the gel extension down here to kind of thin that out and blend it into my natural nail, but you want to be really careful and not get your actual nail. You just don't want there to be a super thick like lip right there because that's going to make your nails lift. I like to file them a little bit skinnier because I like the look of like skinnier nails, so I'm just going to shape them a little bit. Now that all my nails are shaped, I'm going to take a little bit of acetone on a brush and go along the edge of the gel extension and kind of bring it up. And this is pretty much like melting it into your natural nail, so then lifting is non-existent. This step was the cherry on top to learning how to finally get my nails to last 5 weeks without them falling off, and I have to remove them and I have no lifting anymore. I could confidently say my nails could probably last like 7 weeks, but they would just like look insane because they'd be super grown out. But they don't really lift anymore at all because of this step. Taking the gel one more time and covering the entire nail in a thin coat. I'm going to be using this burgundy color, and I'm going to be applying 2 coats of this. If you have a hard time painting your nails, try putting your pinky as kind of an anchor to make you a little bit more stable so you don't shake. Now to add the Glaze chrome effect, I'm going to take the OPI chrome powder, and I have this silicone rubber thing that I use to apply it. Dusting off the rest of the chrome so it's not like stuck in your cuticles and stuff. And topping it off with our gelish top coat. This will forever be my favorite top coat. I've been consistently using this same one for I think 4 years now, and whenever I try and use another one, I always go back to this one. And always make sure to cap the tip of the nail to avoid any chipping. Last step, wiping down the nails with some rubbing alcohol to remove the sticky coat. Now that all of that is finished, I'm going to go do the same exact thing to my other hand. I am so in love with these. As always, every single product that I use is linked in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!